Kvirikashvili. Gara beneath it. Just a little more depth on it, but straight to Barkalaya, who should have taken it. It's gone backwards. This time, no chances are taken. 3 more live games tomorrow from the Rugby World Cup, all on ITV4. From 12:30, we'll be in Cardiff for Fiji against Canada, followed by Samoa versus Tonga from Montpellier, and then the evening matches between the host France and Namibia down in the rugby heartland of Toulouse, and that's from 7:30. And don't forget our websites with all the latest World Cup news, itv.com/rugby. Untidy Ireland.
Story of the first 20 minutes really for Ireland, very untidy. The restart was dropped by Leamy, who's been such a consistently quality performer for Ireland.
The right boot of O'Gara.
He likes that cross kick to Shane Horgan. He's a wonderful taker of the ball. I mean, he is 6'4" and plays on the wing, and he's about 17 stone. He's come back from his knee injury, and he's so good in the air. That cross kick has been so fruitful for Ireland, but he often works his way in field, Shane Horgan, does the hard yards in and around the fly half channel, looks for work alongside his wing partner Dennis Hickey.
This time it's Švelica, the Georgian line-out. Zedganica, and now the prop forward, Magrak Velidze. Samkaradze to Kvirikashvili. Durban Dempsey was challenged by the centre Kasharava. And Georgia doing well here with Urashadze. And Ireland again looking very uncomfortable. Samkaradze, Švelica. Kvirikashvili. That's Gogodze. There's no fear at all in the Georgian game. No holding back is their motto.
All came from that kick. A kick's only as good as you chase, and Kasharava did very well to turn the ball and win the war back again. And that's got them going forward again, and Ireland's just struggling to cope at a moment with the just sheer physical weight, bulk of the Georgians coming through.
Kvirikashvili will try again with the drop goal attempts, which is close, but not close enough. Let's get a view from the studio. Paul Wallace, the former Ireland forward, is watching this. Paul, what have you made of the opening 25 minutes from an Irish perspective?
Yeah, Ireland will be very disappointed. They've set out in this game to try and be error-free. Those simple errors are just creeping into the Irish game, as we've seen in the last 2 matches they've played. Credit to Georgia. They've been very good and hold on to the ball very well. But Ireland, they have the opportunities. They've got to iron out all these mistakes.
There's just no ball control at the moment. Just no ball control. As soon as they get at Ireland, they seem to make a mistake, make an error, poor kick, give the ball back to the Georgians. At the moment, they seem to be very happy to keep hold of the ball, using their big runners. Scrum halves orchestrating things extremely well.
As he does again, Kvirikashvili.
Any number of Georgians queuing up to charge into this green wall. All enjoying this work of experience. Big changes from the Argentine game. They've come in, they've got their opportunity. Everyone wants to play against Namibia on the 26th of September. They feel Georgia, they feel that they can win a World Cup game. That's what this tournament's all about. And they're playing for places. The competition, fantastic for a side.
Kvirikashvili's kick. Georgia have never won a game at a Rugby World Cup. It's only their second visit. They lost all 4 of their matches in Australia in 2003. It's a better kick.
Often adds that Dennis Hickey with his left foot, just gives him the variety. Very intelligent man, Dennis. I know they've got this thing going on in the Irish camp at the moment. Ask Toynts. the kicking coach, or Taint, sorry, Paul Tainton. A question is asked him and he has to come up with an answer, and he had to have the 5 differences between Islam and Christianity last week, and then he had to get the 11 zodiac signs of the Manchester United team in the European Champions League final. All sorts of interesting pieces of information that fill bus rides on rugby tours.
You presumably would be better on the zodiac signs of the Manchester City team.
Well, talking to Georgia, King Clancy, the king. One of Main Road's greats. Probably too good for Main Road.
He was a waif, physically speaking, and the 3 lightest players at this World Cup are all Georgian. Wayne Barnes wants words. This is it.
Oh yeah, a little stamp from Leamy. Loss of temper, loss of discipline. Referees in this tournament being told any use of the boot must be punished heavily. Interesting to see what his opinion of this is.
Okay, you get your players on side and discipline at the tackle. First penalty against you, then reverse.
Didn't feel the need for a yellow card, but definitely felt the need to reverse the penalty. Ireland had the penalty. Use of the boot turns it round, gifts the ball back to Georgia. Just when Ireland seem to be getting a foothold in Georgian territory.
Captain Zemganidze summoned his forces together, delivered a lecture. Very impressive figure, the Georgian captain, fluent in 5 languages. Heading for a career in the diplomatic service.
Good second row in the diplomatic service. Not sure Martin Johnson would ever have qualified for ambassadorial work. Peacekeeping envoy. Fire starter, maybe.
I'm sure you remember them all by face and by name, Will, but you did play against 6 of these men in Perth 4 years ago.
Yeah, kept in touch with most of them, learning their language. You've got their alphabet, of course, the Georgians. Don't ask me what it is.
Certainly been a stumbling block to trying to research them.
Down the middle, I've got a line to watch.
Stuart Barnes was keen to tell me it was the wine was discovered here. If you can discover wine.
Well, they brought with them a posh West End PR company who've issued various press releases trying to persuade us that Georgia has the fastest growing economy in Western Europe. Don't point whether they're in Western Europe.
What they are in is in this game.
Very much so.
Good attacking platform here. Left-hand side scrums. A Georgian scrum half will find himself on this side, on the near side, so out of the defensive system. You can see Gervin Dempsey. You might not see him at the moment. He's in the attacking line. Hickey's in and around the fly half. So they have numbers to start. And Leamy, if you can get quick ball, they should look to launch something off the base here.
With Stringer, O'Gara, O'Driscoll with that change of pace. Still couldn't get clear. This time Paul O'Connell. Ronan O'Gara. O'Driscoll looks right, passes left. David Wallace. Wallace needs support. Couldn't offload the ball, but O'Driscoll was quickly at the scene of the breakdown. Stringer, Shane Horgan. O'Gara. Donica O'Callaghan.
If this comes back quickly, they have numbers on the short side.
Stringer to O'Gara. Chip kick through. Marcus Horan was lurking. And Skinnin did his best to escape, but there was no way out.
Yeah, Wallace out in the outside channel, scores so many tries from the back row. Did well, big clean out from O'Driscoll, physical centre. The ball came back wide. O'Gara just threaded it in behind. Shkinin did extremely well just to tidy up, but couldn't work his way out. Hickey puts in the good tackle. gives Ireland a wonderful opportunity now. 5-yard scrum. After the dominant scrum we saw early on in Irish territory, again they'll look to crank up the pressure, crank up the heat on the Georgian 8 in the set piece. Much more of a club side Ireland in terms of the length of time they spend together. All the international sides now do spend so much time together. Not like the old days when you turn up on a Wednesday, have a little chat, go for steak and chips. Now you're spent together 3-4 months of the year, all focused around the Six Nations, building towards World Cups, autumn internationals. O'Driscoll, I see, has re-signed with Ireland up to the next World Cup, and that he potentially wanted to play abroad, but he'll see himself now as 20 games a year, stay fresh, get to New Zealand in 2011. So many other countries of the Southern Hemisphere losing their players, coming up north post the World Cup. I mean, Toulon, you've got Matfield, Anton Oliver, George Gregan, Andrew Mertens has gone down there.
Who do you think is going to win the second division title in France then this coming season?
I don't know, but the Toulon mayor's pocket must be pretty deep.
Stringer with the put-in. Controlling at the back is Leamy, who picks up and is met by an obdurate wall of Georgian forwards. O'Connell. Brought to ground, Marcus Horan burrows in. Georgia are not the sort ever to take a backward step. It's not in their nature, and they turned it over.
They won the penalty. Tremendous defence by the Georgia. The Irish front row will be livid. Great scrum, walking forward, nothing other than a try. And the ball just pops out the back of Dennis Leamy's feet, breaks the whole procession up, allows Georgia to regroup, but defend their line with their lives, turn them over, and another missed opportunity, again down to the basic errors.
Turnovers became a big issue for Ireland in the Namibia game. They conceded 39 of them, which is twice their average.
And again, just popped out. Ireland, they haven't got long at half-time, because as you said, it's a 4-minute walk back to the tunnel. Chatting to the guys, it's 4 minutes to get there. They can have 2 minutes and the referee will knock and say, right, back out on the field again, lads. You have to be very precise with their direction, and the chat at half-time from Eddie O'Sullivan, I'm sure it'll focus on nothing other than, guys, we've talked about this all week. To cut out the errors, maintain ball control, move this big Georgian team around, be strong in the breakdown, kick well, don't give passes unless it's 100%. And they're breaking their own rules at the moment and making very tough work of it so far.
Georgia forced into making a change with Zedganita, the captain, off the field at the moment. Datunashvili, number 18 there, is on. This is Virakashvili. Pouched by Horgan. Gervin Dempsey. Dennis Hickey. O'Driscoll scything through this time. Pops it out for Hickey, but Hickey had departed that station. Ball was knocked forward by Ireland. Sam Karadzi's box kick.
Maisaradze, the Georgian blindside. What a tackle on Brian O'Driscoll. They moved the ball away. They saw the Georgians were short in numbers. Hickey put on the pace, stretched the defence. O'Driscoll timed his run nicely, went back on the scissors, find some space, mown down by the back row forward. Tried to throw the 50-50 ball, turned over.
Bring him straight on, bring him straight on.
Well, sadly, the fullback of Georgia, Otar Barkalaya, appears to be hamstrung. So Irakli Makoneli, wearing 21, is coming on.
Makoneli, didn't he cause some damage against the Argentines? Big lump. Backed himself to come in and make the hit and shut down opportunities for the Argentines when they looked in trouble. Murray Mexter's player of the tournament, I think, so far.
May change.
I'd be very surprised if it wasn't a Kiwi. No, Murray.
Gordon Darcy.
Nice foil, Darcy, isn't he? O'Driscoll gets all the plaudits. Darcy goes about his business a lot, quite a player of the year a couple of years ago in the Six Nations.
Seems to be. Trying to present it to Horan. It's a knock on. Zverakashvili.
You know exactly where this is going.
It's a simple game plan, but it's mighty effective for Georgia.